Hi everyone, we're live. Okay, so yeah, wait, is the mic on? Oh, here we go again. I think you can hear me. So I'm gonna not adjust anything. And if you can't hear me, send me a message saying, hey, I can't hear you. And I will adjust whatever I have to adjust to try and get things working. So, look at that. I got a rubber band sitting in the middle of my workspace here. I have been working on so many projects. I've had a lot of projects going this week. And so I've been working on all of them. Yep, all at the same time. And I I'm on my quest. Hi Connie, Susie, Carol. I'm on my quest to actually use my stamp sets. Yep. So I'm trying to dig out a new one each time so that because I was so hung up on that dainty details or dainty flowers. But they're so pretty, the paper's so gorgeous. There's so many things you can do with it. I kept using it over and over and over again. So I just totally went off the rails tonight. We're doing something completely different. Before we get there, just a reminder, tomorrow is the Robizonia Library at 1:30. My husband and I are going to Dutch Apple Dinner Theater tomorrow night, which means that I'm gonna have to fly home, quick change around, or maybe not, I don't know. And then we're gonna take off and drive down to Lancaster. So I'm gonna probably be rushing people a little bit toward the end, just so you know. So we'll start at 1:30, and I hope we're out of there no later than 3:30. um, and I think that'll give us plenty of time, and that'll give me plenty of time to get done what I need to get done. Okay, so we'll see you at the Robbie Library, hopefully. What else is happening? Stamp and Chat, Monday, the 13th of February. Anybody who's interested, now I will send out invitations to Connie, Susie, Karen, because you guys always get into it. I know Lisa's on vacation, so she won't get in at this time. I don't know if Linda will or not. I'll check with her. But I'll send out the links. So if you have time and you want to, stamp and chat 10 to 12 Monday, February 13th. Okay, there's that. What else is coming up? Um, I'm looking at my calendar. I think that's about it for us. Okay. Um, February 28th is coming up. February 14th is first, Valentine's Day. Get your Valentines made and sent. Come on, send Valentines to everybody you know. Your card makers. Hi, Linda. Good you found us. Okay, Connie's in for Monday. I was just saying there's a stamp and chat Monday if you're interested, a Zoom from 10 to 12 Monday. If you're not interested, that's okay. But if you are, I will send you a link just in case. So let's see what else. Oh, celebrations coming, winding down. 2 more weeks left. This is it. This is the last one this year. So get your free stuff while you can. And what I'm showing you tonight, you're gonna want it. Sorry, but that's just the way we roll. This is the neatest. I suspected it. I did suspect it. I can tell you. Um, we went to the Stampin' Up on Stage conference in Pittsburgh. Susie and I went to that, and we got a preview of this set. And I knew I was ordering it. I knew it as soon as I saw it. I knew I was ordering it, and they gave out. And Susie grabbed a pack of this for me. Thank you very much. They gave out this paper. This paper is fabulous. This is called Dry Brush Metallic. So there's only, I think, 4 sheets in this pack. So it is expensive. So you don't want to waste it. But let me just look at this. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? I I think this is the best paper ever, ever, ever. And I'm going to use it tonight. And I'm using it with the suite that it is shown with in the book, the Desert Details suite. You may not think much of this when you look at it in the book, but let me tell you, it's cool. It does some cool stuff. So that's what we're using tonight for our projects here. And oh, what else do I have to tell you? I don't think anything. I think, other than the fact that there are some extra celebration freebies, um, a, two card kit or two kits, a packaging kit and a card kit, two punches, the songbird builder and the essential tags, a couple of embossing folders, some paper, and the Eden's Garden bundle. These are all additional items for celebration in case they run out of stuff that's in the celebration catalog, which they haven't yet. Miracle of miracles. They did, um, in case you didn't notice, the Valentine, the in the no, country bouquet is not available till March, I think. And um, oh, the St. Patrick's Day, the four leaf clover and the punch, those are no longer available. Well, they will be later, but past St. Patrick's Day, I think. So sorry about that. Yes, online exclusives. That's right, Susie. I don't have any to show you yet because I didn't order them right away. But there is something coming up called an online exclusive. It's going to be available online. It's not going to be in the catalog. And they're going to run it similar to what they do the kits. With the kits, it's supposed to be when they're done, they're done. That's it. There are no more. And these online exclusives are going to be that way too. When I get mine, I will show you some samples of what they look like when they get made. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you that they're going to be offering them 3 or 4 times a year. And it's a suite of products that will go together. And I'm sure you're going to be barraged with projects from those when they come out. And that's going to be kind of a lead up to the new annual catalog, which is just around the corner. That'll be coming in April, and some new ink colors. So get stocked up on the old ink colors. Let's see, evening evergreen, soft succulent, ah, fresh freesia polished pink, and pale papaya are going to be going away. They'll all be retiring. So if you love them, which I do, get your orders in for the paper. Get your orders in for re-inkers, especially if you have the pads. Make sure you have the re-inkers. I'm going to stock up on some evening evergreen stuff because I just love that. So when it's gone, it's gone. They're not going to be redoing that. So grab it while you can. Okay, so that's it. That's all the announcements I have. I am going to show you the project that we are doing tonight. This is it. You are what sunshine feels like. I'm using that shiny paper that I showed you, the brush strokes, for the frame. They have some gorgeous designer series paper. In fact, let me quick show you that too. I might as well, right? Gorgeous designer series paper. Oh, goes with it. And I've got too much going on here. Too many cameras, too many other things. Um, and everything sitting on top of my paper, of course, which where else would it be, right? Okay, so you know what? I'm going to show it up here so you can see it over here. That's one sheet. And that's just a smaller, these are so pretty. That one. This is a small scrap of one because I am using the rest of these. So, well, you'll see it as we go. Okay, I'm putting myself out here and bringing the other one in. See? So now it's in big and you can really see what I'm doing. and you don't see so much of me, which you don't need to anyway, right? Okay, let's get to it. This 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 is a pretty card. It's such a pretty set, and I'm going to tell you right now that the dies and the paper in this set do all the work. You hardly have to do anything. So I started a second one, but I didn't get it finished. And I have all this stuff cut to make a couple that we're going to do as we go. But I want to show you some of the features of this beautiful set while I'm going. Now, everything I'm using tonight is soft succulent ink, Calypso coral ink, Calypso coral paper, and soft succulent paper because they go with everything so really, really well. Thank you, thank you, Connie. I, I, I this goes together. I mean, this whole set. You just look at it and you come up with ideas. I'm telling you, it just there's so many things you can do with it, and I just picked one, basically one card sketch, and I just ran with it, and they just went one after another. I pulled the dies out and I started playing with them to see what I could do with them. It was just wow. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this a couple of times. Okay, so let me start. Let me grab the dies. I think I stuck them back. Oh, they're here. Okay. Okay. Where's the rest of them? Here. Okay, so what you want to do, you're taking, I'm going to start with, I'm going to make two cards, and it's going to be a Calypso coral and a soft succulent. Pretty much the same. But so it's starting with my typical card base. Lisa, you did make it. I thought you were in Florida yet. Or unless you are sending me a message from Florida. Well, hello anyway. I hope you had or are having a great time. We had a pretty nice day today. The weather was pretty nice here. So I'm not all full of jealousy, but it's going to get cold again tomorrow, so I will be then. You are in Florida. Well, enjoy yourself and enjoy. I hope you're having good weather. Um, like I said, we had a good day today, but tomorrow, I think it's supposed to get rainy and colder tomorrow. And as the week goes on, colder and colder. My husband said he heard snow Sunday. I just said, no, 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 no. Does everybody have their plans for 80 today? Get out. Oh my gosh. Oh, jeez. Okay, now I'm jealous. Everybody have plans for the Super Bowl? We're just still trying to figure out if we're even gonna have have it available because we have Roku, and you have to kind of pay for your premium channels. And if it's going to be on a premium channel like NFL Today or something like that, no, we aren't going to have it. Mm. We're not real big football fans. I mean, we like to watch the Super Bowl for the commercials and just because it looks like it's going to be a pretty good game. But anyway, okay, moving on. So this is the frame. Okay, this is the outside frame. And if you wanted to cut separate, then you put this inside here like this. Okay, so that it's going to set in your paper when you go to cut it out. You're going to lay it in your paper like that and like that. Now, whoops, I did that the last time when I was cutting it out. I almost just did it again. You're going to put it down like this. Super Bowl's on Fox. Yeah, I think we should be able to get it. I hope. I hope. So make sure you set them down. I tried to face them this way, and that was not a good thing because it didn't cut. It didn't do anything. So you put them down like this, put this in the inside. This in the inside will make it be a frame. If you don't leave this in, you're going to have one whole big piece like this, which is fine. But let me tell you something, this paper isn't cheap. So if you cut this out just like this, and you lay this down on your card and you start covering all this centerpiece up, you're covering up a lot of stuff that you don't need to. So what you're going to do, what's going to happen after you cut this out like this, I'm going to use this. You're going to end up with this. Okay, and then this piece is going to come out like this. And here's your frame. So, same thing here. Okay, that piece comes out, and there's your frame. Now, I'm putting this in my paper because I like these. I know I'm going to use them for something. I don't know what yet, but I do know I'm going to use them. So they're going back in with my paper. So there's that. And then let me show you some of these other dies because these are just really cool. Okay. These pieces are getting put away. So this one here makes this. And now this is, if you use that pretty beautiful shiny paper, which I mean, how these are like embellishments. They're so pretty. And really, my mind is saying, heck yeah, just put that in the middle of a card for no reason. I mean, I don't know. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's going to be really pretty. Lisa, if you're still out there, I hope you are having a great time. I don't know for sure how you got down there. I think you were telling me you were driving, and I hope you have some craft stuff with you so you can be playing too. Although, if it's 80 degrees, I bet you were out on the beach all day. Okay. Oh, this piece here. When I was cutting these and these, I just decided to cut one of these too, just to see what it would look like. And I ended up cutting a whole bunch of them out of other paper to use for our cards, but this is what the shiny one looks like, and it's pretty nice. So, I just thought this is what I do when I get new stuff. I sit and I play with it like this and try different things that I know I'm going to use sooner or later, but I just don't know for what yet. So, for our cards today, okay, and then there's this piece here, which could be a border. I did not cut anything out of that yet. And these two are flowers, which I am going to use, and you're going to see them being used in just a few minutes. So I'm going to set them aside for now. Okay. I cut, let's start with this. This is a piece of the Designer Series paper. My original plan was that I was going to use this one for the Calypso Coral, and then this one for the soft succulent. But I don't know. I just wasn't. Oh, I got the wrong. That's not a card base there. That I pick up. I do have a card base somewhere. There it is. I was going to use this for the card base, but then when I put the frame on here, it just got lost. It was too much going on there. So I decided not to use that. And instead, I found this very pretty Designer Series paper, and I decided to use it for here. Now, on the flip side of this is this, and that is what I'm using here for the Calypso Coral piece. So I'm going to glue those. I'll make two cards at the same time. So what kind of plans? Anybody having a party or going to a party for the Super Bowl? Anything fun planned? What else is going on? Oh, I got my driver's license picture taken today too. It was going to expire um next week, and I thought I probably better do it, and I probably better get it. I mean, it's like this is a third chance, you know. When you first get when your driver's license expires, you first get an application. You fill out the application, and the application you get um I don't know, 10 days or something like that. So you get the application in, then you get a camera card, and that gives you 60 days. So I'm at the end of the 60 days. So yeah, I thought I better stop pushing it. Now, this to me has a bluish tint to it, but when you really look at the paper, it's more of the green color. So that's why I'm using it here. And I honestly think that looks very pretty. My biggest, my biggest um debate that I was holding with myself, yes, I debate with myself a lot, I'm sure you do too, was whether I wanted to lift this frame up on dimensionals or glue it right to the front. And I'll tell you what, I was worried about it getting caught. You know, when you stick it into the envelope and stuff, it gets caught. But you've got these things sticking up too, and I think I like it better sticking up. So I think I'm gonna do that with both of these. I'm gonna put them on dimensionals. And what I'm using is I've got a lot of ends, and the ends work really nice for these frames because of the size of them. So I'm using dimensional ends. Of course, these aren't so great, but we'll work with it. Okay, so you cut out your frame, stick your dimensionals on, and don't be shy with the dimensionals on these, you know. Use enough to make sure that you've got it stuck down pretty good. Trying to find some more ends here. When you don't want them, they're all over the place. When you do want them, you can't find them. And if you don't have any ends, just cut your dimensionals in half. That works too. I just ordered another take your pick tool because I keep putting them in my kits and losing track of them. I mean, I know I have them. I didn't like lose them, but I don't know where all the pieces are to them. So I ordered another one so I can leave one in my kit and not have to worry about it. So I will be glad when that comes in. I don't know. Part of me thinks that it would be really fun to be out somewhere for the Super Bowl because I know people are going to just be crazy, and it's supposed to be a good game. There should be a lot of yelling and screaming and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm a little bit afraid that people might get a little too rowdy, get carried away. You know how that goes. So then I think, no, I'm better off being at home. And so that's what we will do. Okay, so we're just going to stick this guy down here. Try not to stick it to our fingers, which I think I have it crooked too. I did that with the other one too. Somehow I got it crooked. Oh, and I didn't get my names. Didn't get a name pulled. Connie, you haven't won for a while, so now you did. So you get one of these cards tonight. I don't know. Do you have this set? Did you get this set? Oh, you're welcome. And you get to pick whether you want the green one or the orange one, the calypso coral or the soft succulent one. You can tell me sometime before we're done tonight. You don't have this set? Oh, good. Then you'll have one that for a sample to make you want to have this set. I don't know what it was. I think it was the colors in the designer series paper that just grabbed me with this. I just loved it right off the bat. I really like the paper. I like the designs, the kind of I don't know. I don't know what kind of design it is, but I like it. And then we had like at the end of this conference, I left early because I had a long drive home and I was tired and I just wanted to get home. So I left a little early. Well, right at the end, they decided to give everybody that was there a pack of this paper. And I wasn't there. And I had told Susie that of the whole catalog, this was the one thing that I absolutely loved and the most. I just like thought it was so gorgeous. And they give the paper out to whoever's there yet. And so Susie asked, "Hey, can I get a pack for my friend? She's in the bathroom." And I said, "Thank you." So she got me a pack of the paper. And I bought 2 packs already, and she gave me the pack that I got for free. So this is my 3rd pack that I'm well, no, this is the 1st pack. I just started working with it, but I know I'm gonna go through it all. I do. I know it because I really like it that much. So, okay, that's the first part. Next part is deciding what we're gonna do for something to say in the middle. Okay, so I this one, I it says you are what sunshine feels like. I think that is so nice. I just love this. You are what sunshine feels like. But I think it's kind of romantic. I It doesn't sound like something I want to give to a friend. Um, so it's actually going to be my husband's Valentine. This whole card is going to be my husband's Valentine. Um, don't tell him. He won't see it. He doesn't watch these. I don't think. Usually he doesn't watch them. I shouldn't say that. He'll watch this one. But anyway, speaking of Valentine's, boy, he got me a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful arrangement. He said he decided to get it ahead of time, knowing that Valentine's Day things would get crazy. But I love hydrangeas. I have hydrangeas in my garden, a bunch of them, and I just love them. And so he got me an arrangement that has red roses, white hydrangeas, and some of those the greenish hydrangeas, and stargazer lilies, which I also have in my garden. And he said, "So I figured this would be your garden ahead of time. Isn't that nice?" I thought that was so sweet. And I said, "You know what? I'm going to take bunches of pictures of it so that I can recreate it when I start bringing my flowers in from the garden. I can actually make these arrangements." Okay, I digress. So I'm not sure I like the "you are what sunshine feels like." Here is one of the other things that I did. It's sending warm rays your way. And I thought, okay, that I can live with. So I masked off sending warm. I left that part out and and I stamped it. And then I masked out everything but Ray's, and I stamped that, and Your Way, and I stamped that. And I glued it all together, and that's what I ended up with. Okay, there. Um, and that will work. When I start putting my stuff around it, it'll work. But I'm still not tickled pink with it. So I dug out some other stamp sets and I got a happy birthday and I hope this card makes you smile. I cut these out with these stylish shapes, stitched shapes, I think it is. Stitched, is that it? Stitched shapes. Okay, so I use that. It's the third largest circle, and that is going to go right smack dab in the middle. And it is going to go up on dimensionals. Next, like I said, I use these dies like crazy. And so and I did cut everything out ahead of time so you didn't have to sit here waiting for me to cut things out. But I am going to show you exactly how and what I did. And that one is going to go in the middle. Now, next, I took my dies, no, my stamps. I took a piece of white. And I have the biggest of these flowers. I think these are some kind of cactus flowers, I imagine. Stylish shapes dies. I know everybody should have that. It's that's true. That's exactly true. They have the squares, they have the circles, and I have stitched shapes. I have stitched circles, stitched squares, but these actually bigger circles than the stitched circles have, and squares. They're bigger. So when you have something that you want to take, when you want a bigger one, it's the one to use. And so I have it sitting on my desk, and I bet you it stays here most of the time. So yeah. So this is the distinctive stamp for these. Okay, so you see how they look. And then I did the same with the smaller one. Now, I also did a uh, soft succulent. Didn't like it so much. And I put the Calypso coral one that I cut out on the soft succulent card, and I kind of liked it. So I thought, okay, I'm keeping that. So I stamped those and used them. I took I had all of these set lined up on my magnetic plate, which we're not supposed to be using anymore, but I use all the time. That goes on there. That goes on there, or you can put a piece of washi tape to hold them down. I then took a piece of my green designer paper and I stuck this on it and I cut them all out at the same time. You need two of these and one of those for each card. And a couple of these, just because some of these get cut apart. When you get done cutting that, you have all these pieces here. So you end up with that, but then you also end up with all these pieces coming out. And I'll tell you what, they work. Like I put them up here under that flower, and I think they look really good. I like them that way. So you cut these all out. I like I said, I did the stitch circles for the greetings. So now what I'm going to do is gather all of this stuff together. I cut some of these out of um, the one designer series paper has some calypso coral and gray in it, and that's what that is. And then I have some green. I cut out a whole variety of these things so that I could kind of pick and choose and put what I want where I want it. Because that's fun. I really hate when I'm in the middle of doing something. I have it in my head what I want to do, and I start putting it together and I don't have the piece that I want. So I end up with extra pieces, but that's okay because I will use them eventually, right? So here we are. I'm going to finish this card up first. And this one, I did not put the frame on dimensionals on this one. So I'm going to definitely put the flower on dimensionals. Then this is on dimensionals. So that little bit of glue is going to go on the top of this. Just to kind of make sure it stays just the very tips there. Oops, I'm going to stick a couple of these back there first. There. Then I used a little bit of linen thread here. Just tie it in a bow and make it a little bit big because you're going to kind of hide it. So you want a little bit of it to stick out. I'm going to put it over here toward the end because then I'm going to put one of these little jobs over here with it. What do you think, Susie? Did you get this set? Did anybody else get this set? Am I the only one that looked at it and said, wow, I have to have that? Honest to God, it was the first one I ordered. I had to have this set. And I ordered the whole suite right off the bat because I knew I was going to need this paper. You didn't either, Lisa? Okay. Well, I feel strange now. I'm the only one that ordered it, but like I said, I had to have it. Okay, and that piece is gonna give me a hard time. Okay, that's that. Now let's take some of these little guys here, and I'm just gonna kind of stick them in here. And actually, I don't think they need to be quite so big, so I'll trim them off. Not yet. Okay, so Lisa's a not yet, and Susie's a not sure she's gonna. I think with me it was just the paper. I just really loved this paper. Okay, so that's that one. And that looks, yeah, I'm pretty much sticking to the same basic plan here with what I'm doing with them to decorate them because I think it looks nice. So if it looks good, stick with it, right? Now, it doesn't really matter what you cut those out of, what colors you use or anything, because they're hidden a lot of the way. And actually, I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking I could use this for the top thing and one for the bottom. So I could put one down here and one up here. And I like that. I like the way that looks better. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Stick that under there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to come up with a dozen different ways to use this set. And I will show you them as I get them. This was just the only one I could come up with today because I was kind of trying to do this all, kind of last minute ish. It's kind of funny because I know that they always told me that when you're ordering these stamp sets, you should think about your customers. Which ones do you think that they'll like and that they'll buy? And there always ends up being at least one set that I love and have to have, and this is it. And I never end up using it for any customers because they're not thrilled with it. When it comes to like putting it out for uh, workshops or anything like that. Nobody wants to work with it because it's a little more complicated. It has a lot of bits and pieces going on. There's a lot of stuff going on with it that you need to use and you need to take into consideration. And people don't always like that. But like I said, the dies to me, the dies just work it. The dies make this whole set. So here we go. I'm just not all that sold yet on the what it says. I like I said, I love that saying, You are what sunshine feels like, but it sounds too romantic to me to just have it, you know, like this. It just seems like it should be for a Valentine, maybe, or something like that, but not. Oh, I forgot my. So this one is going to have the linen thread bow made smaller and attached here because I did not put it underneath the way I was doing the other ones. For no reason other than that I just forgot. Okay. That, that, that brush stroke frame, that just makes it. I love that. Obviously, I just keep talking about it, right? Okay, so this is all I'm doing today is this card, but you know what I'm going to do before I sign off? I am going to finish this last one, but I'm going to do something. Let me grab an envelope quick here. Sorry if my head's in the way. Okay. This stamp set also has some really cool border prints with it. And my envelope is going to have them on it. I'm doing it on the paper first because I'm not sure how this is going to look. Probably should have used a bigger block. And I'm going to put it up at the top. Oof. Hmm. Okay, yes, I should have used a bigger block. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this envelope with Designer Series paper. and, and I'm going to try it again using a bigger block. And what did I do with those envelopes? Here they are. Okay, there's that one. There's two. There's two different borders, and I want to just see which is, what they look like. So you can see there's that one and that one. And I'm going to try this one on another envelope. There. That's okay. I'm sort of thinking that that ought to be in the front. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Now I'll finish this card and I will put this ink pad away. Oh, I think I love the dyes. I love the way the die cuts run. Um, obviously. Uh-oh. I got a new vacuum cleaner. I ordered it online and it came and it just came a little while ago. And it sounds like my husband found it because I hear it running. So I guess the whole house is gonna get cleaned. Good strategy, huh? Get your house cleaned by buying a new vacuum cleaner. Oh, he runs the vacuum cleaner a lot. There, that goes there. This one goes on here. Put it right there. And I have a couple extras of those. Okay, that's another one pretty much just like the other ones. So, Connie, I'm going to give you a choice if you want to pick the green, a happy birthday in the Calypso Coral, or sending warm rays your way in the Calypso Coral. You get to pick one if you want to. If not, I'll just stick one in an envelope and get it out to you. Thank you for joining me again. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is next Tuesday. Get your Valentine's in the mail. Lisa, you have safe travels and have a wonderful time. Think of us all while you're down there in the sun and enjoying everything. And I will see all you guys. I will talk to you all. Sending warm rays. Calypso Coral, this one. You got it. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all. You're welcome. I will talk to some of you on Monday on the Stampin' Chat, 10 to 12, the 13th, and I'll see some of you tomorrow at the Raleigh Library. Thanks a lot. Have a good night and have a wonderful week.